Good morning, happy Monday. I thought it would be fun to bring you along for a week in my life as a yoga teacher. So just kind of giving you a little behind the scenes taste of what it looks like to teach yoga. This week is a little special. I usually have a Monday night class and a Friday morning class. Today, I have two classes this evening. I'm subbing the Reset Restore, and then I'll teach mixed level. And then Friday morning, I'll teach my normal mixed level. And then I have a couple classes this weekend because the studio is hosting a retreat. So I will drive a couple hours west to where they're holding the retreat, and I will teach Saturday night, guided meditation on Sunday morning, and then co-teach the Sunday morning class. Spend a little bit of time in the area kind of exploring with Brad and Little Man, and then we'll head home. About once a month, I teach a class at a local juice bar. So they make delicious fresh pressed juices and smoothies. So I did that yesterday. So much fun. It was such a good group yesterday. Everyone stayed after and chatted and got a juice or a smoothie. So that was a good time. So that'll make 4 or 5 classes this week. So I'm excited to bring you along this week for a little peek of what it looks like to teach yoga.
Most Monday nights are pretty chill because Brad gets home around 5:30, we have dinner, and then I'm able to make it to the studio for the 7 p.m. class. But then there's nights like tonight where it's a little bit more of a scramble to get food for me and Little Man before I have to drop him off at the hourly daycare so Brad can pick him up when he gets off work. The first class I taught tonight was a restorative yoga class, so we use a lot of props. I like to set them out before class so that as the class progresses, they have everything they need right next to their mat. My 7 p.m. class is a mixed level vinyasa class. Tonight we focused on glute strengthening during the first half of class and then stretching and opening the hips during the second half.
Not going to lie, I'm pretty tired. It's been a while since I've taught a back-to-back class. Fortunately, the first class, the Reset and Restore, there's not a lot of talking. I don't know how I used to teach 5 classes in a day. I'm sure being in my 20s and not having a kid probably helped. I got home probably around 8:30 and I had to do the dishes, and I decided to do some furniture rearranging earlier today, and the bedroom was still a mess from that. So I cleaned that up and then folded the laundry, took a shower. Now I'm ready for bed. So unless anything else pops up, I will see you Friday morning for the 9 a.m. class. Good morning. Happy Friday. We are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready for this Friday morning class. I really love teaching this Friday morning class. I've started being able to teach it since Little Man started school. Drop-off is at 8:45. Class starts at 9. And there's usually a lovely lady who's able to get here early, who has a key, who gets things set up for me. So it usually works out. If not, I have the ability to text everyone who's signed up for class and let them know that I am running a little late. And they do know that the mornings are a little bit of a tight squeeze. But everyone who comes to this class is just so lovely, dedicated and wanting to be here and excited to move. It is a bit of a cloudy day. It's been misting a little bit. I'm just hoping that the wind doesn't pick up because we have a drop ceiling in the studio and it is an older building. And so when the wind picks up, it starts to rattle around the drop ceiling, which can get a little distracting, but I'm just seeing clouds and mist this morning. So I think we're going to be okay. All right, I'm going to get in there, get my spot set up, say hi to the people as they come in, and get this class started.
For my Friday morning class this month, our focus is core strength. I don't usually bust out any of the power moves during this morning class. We focus more on isometric strength training and controlled movements.
We are back home. I have my talker's tee. I've changed because we are heading to the mountains tomorrow for the retreat, and I wore my favorite yoga pants today. So I wanted to throw those in a load of wash so I can bring them with me tomorrow. I need to make some conversation cards. I'm going to be leading a dinner time chat at the retreat tomorrow, so I'll work on that now. I also need to get my stuff and Little Man's stuff packed up So that's probably what the rest of the day is going to look like. And then tomorrow morning, we'll head up towards the mountains. We'll probably stop for lunch along the way. And then I don't teach until like 5 p.m. So I will see you tomorrow for the retreat.
I thought it would be fun to share how I got into teaching yoga. I really kind of fell headfirst into it. I had really only been taking yoga for about a year, but there was a military spouse scholarship that I qualified for, but Brad was about to rank up, which would disqualify me for it. And there was a local studio that took the scholarship, so it really felt like a now or never. I was not planning on teaching. I was only planning on doing the teacher training to deepen my own practice. At the time, I was working at a local library, and my manager was hiring a new staff member. One of the candidates was a yoga teacher, and my manager knew that I was doing the teacher training and I loved yoga. So when she inevitably hired this candidate, she came to me and she told me, "I hired the yoga teacher for you." I don't think she realized how monumental that decision would be for my life, because Tiffany and I are still best friends, and Tiffany really gave me the confidence to start teaching, since together we developed a little yoga program at the library. It was the perfect low-stakes class to allow me to start to build my comfort level with teaching yoga. And here we are 8 years later, and I'm even more passionate and in love with teaching yoga.
Okay, we have made it to the lodge at Smoky Cove. Most of the other people are out in the little town, shopping, stopping by the brewery. My class isn't until 5:30, so I'm probably going to go on a quick walk and enjoy this beautiful weather and mountain views.
Brad and little man did decide to stay home and prioritize sleep this weekend, but this turned out to be the perfect little getaway for me. We decided to take tonight's practice out onto the back patio to enjoy the sunset views over the mountains.
Okay, so after class, we had dinner and I brought the conversation cards, and there were some really amazing answers to the conversation cards. They've got the campfire going now, so I'm going to go out and join them. And then tomorrow morning, I will see you for the meditation. Good morning. It's 7 a.m. I'm hearing people starting to move around, but I'm going to go grab my coffee, so I'm all ready for the 7:30 meditation.
This morning's meditation was on gratitude, followed by a flow recapping some of the things that they had been learning throughout the weekend. Susan started the class and I took over halfway, guiding everyone into Shavasana so Susan and Daryl could go around doing aromatherapy and giving foot massages so we could end the weekend in total relaxation.
All right, the retreat is over. It was amazing being up here for the past 24 hours and getting to teach and participate. It was such an amazing group of people. The lodge was beautiful, the food was delicious, and the mountain scenery has just been absolutely breathtaking. That moment when I first walked up the path to the lodge, the feeling of peace and calm was palpable, just seeing the beautiful mountain views. And even though I came to work and teach, it felt like a place of rest. So I am about to make the 4-hour drive back home. I'm going to grab a coffee here at a local coffee shop first. Thank you so much for joining me for this week. I hope you enjoyed a little behind the scenes of what it's like to teach yoga. If you enjoyed watching, I hope that you subscribe. I would love to get to know you, and I will see you again very soon.